What's up, child of God? Welcome on today's show. Good vibe soul. Together with me, I have some bunnies, some collard greens, some avocado, not just an avocado, the long neck avocado. But this one is the smallest of it. Maybe if you keep on watching, my friend, you might come across the big one in one of the soon coming episodes. Now, this one, my friend, let me tell you a bit about it. The long neck avocado, the grafted one, when it is ripe, the peelings are green. The ungrafted one, like this one now, when it is ripe, the peelings are black, just like you can see. It's extremely sweet. About how you consume it, my friend, watch till the end, you shall get to know. But I also have another plant. This one is a good vibes plant, extremely. It's called the Carica papaya plant. And from it, we get the papaya fruit. This one here. It's extremely sweet. You can see it is half cut. My friend decided to munch on a quarter of it to do the testing. How does it taste there, my friend? Hey, he says it tastes extremely nice. I shall confirm that to you before we finish. Now, my friend, this fruit here has some benefits. From this side of the world, people believe that allegedly, if you continuously consume this fruit, my friend, you can give or add more strength to your bones. Yes, and not just that. If you have some issue with hair growth, something like that, hair redundancy, if you consume on this plant, good baby soul, it can help on that. My friend, am I forgetting something? Yeah, many things. We also believe that it lowers the risk of getting the asthma thingy. The asthma thingy. Oh yeah, the asthma things. And as my friend was telling me about that, I've remembered also this thing. Like you can see it, there is things in it you cannot see. Some nutrients called zexpin, zinc, sun, zimpin, among other things, my friend, which help in curing cancer. My friend, anti-cancer is an anti-cancer effect. Yeah, helps in curing anti-cancer effects. Your rate of getting cancer. Yeah, you see, that that is it. It lowers the rate of getting cancer. You see. And now, my friend, it also has some digestion benefits. If you have digestion issues, I've been reminded you can also consume on this thing and it can help with that. And if you know other benefits of this papaya that I've not mentioned, my friend, I believe you'll tell us down below and help another good web soul that is watching this video. Now, child of God, the video is not about fruits. Well, good vibes, child of God, here we are on a mission to uniting the whole world, all children and creatures of God, making sure that everyone lives in peace, forgiving to their neighbor, honest, and everyone is loving to their neighbor the way they love themselves. And that way, my friend, the world will be full of good vibes. And we spread that message by reacting to videos. That's like we shall see from other children of God in different places with different messages, all for the sake of good vibes. There's even other videos with mysterious stuff that myself I leave my thoughts of what I think about them as you help me with your thoughts down below. Now, child of God, for us to be able to spread this message successfully, we are guided by our Maker, whom we always acknowledge before we start the show. And now, my friend, we also read from the book of wisdom. This one, the Constitution of Life. This is what it tells us today. As it is written, I have made you a father of many nations. He is our father in the sight of God, in whom he believed, the God who gives life to the dead and calls things that are not as though they were. Against all hope, Abraham in hope believed, that so became the father of many nations, just as it had been said to him, so shall your offspring be. Romans 4:17 going down. My friends, here we have a faith we can unite the whole world and spread good vibes. Let's talk with our Creator before we dive in. Dear Lord Father, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you, dear Lord Father, for your wonderful, precious child that have joined us today. Thank you for directing them to this channel, Father. May they receive their portion of blessings, dear Lord, before we reach the end. May you also forgive this viewer all their sins, Father. Purify them, dear Lord, and lead them in your ways. And as you do so for them, also remember us, Father. Help us to grow as a channel and help us, Father, to spread love together with your child. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's dive in, good vibe soul.
Het gaat nog voor lopen, man. Ja, ik kom niet. Nog eens gaan. Gewoon kijken. Nog eens gaan. Huh?
I want you to listen to me and listen to me carefully. Please. Okay? I'm a regular human. Like you. I was born here. Okay? Just want people to know that. Now, there's going to be news that's coming out soon. Big news, bigger than UFOs. Well, something about UFOs that is bigger than knowledge, anything from UFOs. They're going to come out and tell you that some humans are aliens. They came here so they could view the world through human eyes and human emotions and thought process. Believe me when I'm telling you this is going to come out in Congress. Please don't listen to anything else. Believe me, there are going to be many people who are going to try to cover that up so humans do not evolve and understand what's going on in the future. But I need you guys to understand this. Let's say you have a family of three kids. You gave birth to them. Normal, you don't know. Let's say one of those kids are, a little off. Doesn't talk too much, shy, quiet, but smart. You ask them one thing, they know. You know what I mean? Not when they're younger, because they're still observing. But when they get older, they start getting curious. Those are the kids you have to watch out for. The ones that are quiet, the ones that are critical thinkers. Now imagine you have 3 kids. One of them stands out. Okay, you gave birth to all of them. You found out when that kid, your 3rd kid, grows up. I don't know which one of the 3, but one of those kids is going to grow up. And they officially found out that they were part of this hybrid species. You're going to be like, what? My kid? Because you don't remember. Just remember, there are hybrids out there that looks just like you and I. Act like you and I. They don't even know it because they have to pass through life challenges first to understand the knowledge that they will receive so they can stand out. So please keep that in mind when I'm telling you they're going to expose this, but they're going to quickly cover it back up. This is my official warning about this.
And here, this video was posted to a TV channel. Let's see what is in it. This is crazy stuff. Have anyone seen this kind of thing or creature? Are you seeing this animal in the water? My God, this is crazy stuff. Aye, My friend, in the oceans there are big things than crocodiles and hippopotamus. Oh,
So freaky. Is your phone picking it up?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Is it one yours? I can't see. That is weird AF. Huh. Where'd it go? It's there. It's on the other side of the phone.
This insight is so amazing. You need to watch this.
So the most mysterious passage in the Old Testament is also the most mind-blowing passage when you understand it. Stick with me here, the pale's huge. So in Genesis 15, God says he wants to, quote, make a covenant, which was like a contract with Abraham. Except in Hebrew, it doesn't say make a covenant, it says cut a covenant. And in order to cut the covenant, he tells Abraham to go get a bunch of innocent animals, slaughter them, and then make an idol out of the bloody pieces. Interesting. Now, what would normally happen in a covenant is the lesser being, Abraham, would walk between the pieces, reciting the promises of the covenant, as if to say, hey, if I break the terms of this covenant, may I become like these slain animals. But in Genesis 15, something happens that occurs nowhere else in all of recorded ancient Near Eastern literature. Just when Abraham was going to walk the pieces, God puts him in a deep sleep. God himself appears as a flame of fire, and God walked the pieces to make the covenant. In other words, God was saying, if you break this covenant, I'm going to be torn to pieces. And my friends, that is exactly what happened 2,000 years later. Jesus, the Lamb of God, was ripped to shreds at the cross. Why? We had broken the covenant, but God was walking the pieces.
Share this with someone who also needs to see this.
I keep asking this every episode. Who is they? You actually know who they is.
Yeah, well, the best part is that these people don't hide it. First of all, you have to understand that the League of Nations failed for every reason it should have, because it told you exactly what it was. Well, what came out of that? The United Nations, funded by Rockefeller with the help of the Crown, Henry Kissinger, and Zig Brzezinski. First of all, the people of America do not know that almost every major division in the United Nations at the very top is a member of the CCP. The United Nations is fully staffed at the highest level with the Communist Chinese Party. This was created by Kissinger, Rockefeller, Brzezinski, the Crown, all the way up to the Bank of International Settlements, the IMF, the World Bank, and the World Trade Organization. That is the financial system that runs the entire world.
That is the logos of the entire rotten fucking satanic machine.
Woman saw something crazy on her telescope and she took some video of it. Obviously, people in the comments had a lot of different opinions on what it could be to explain it away. A lot of people are saying it's the Star of Jacob, but it can't be because there have been 4 in her sky every night since the Star of Jacob appeared. Some people are also saying it looks like a biblical angel. This person said, I am also a stargazer and I live somewhere with no light pollution. You captured what we have seen over the past 2 weeks. My son was able to photograph it one night, and when he did, it split in 2. Some people were saying that is her phone. Something was messed up with her phone. So in response to that, she made another video showing all of these images that she has taken with her phone to show that her phone takes clear, good images, and it was not like a smudge or anything on her phone. Some people were asking what kind of telescope she has. So this is the one. It's a Celestron Astromaster 90, in case you know anything about telescopes. People questioned that maybe she was the one moving the camera and the object wasn't actually moving. So she was showing here, this is her tripod that she uses for her phone. So it was not her camera being shaky. Then she also shows her setup, so you can see how it looks when it's like ready to go when she's actually looking and recording. And then she shows that she is in a pasture, so there are no car lights or anything around her, because a lot of people apparently were saying that they thought it was car lights reflecting or something, and it clearly wasn't. Some people are speculating that it was a planet like Venus, but she shows in another video, her Starfinder app, a print screen of it, a screenshot of it, shows where Venus is supposed to be in her sky and where this thing is, and it is not Venus. I personally believe that it is a plasmoid being or or maybe some sort of craft. I'm going to show you 2 of her videos right now, so watch until the very end because there's 2 videos coming up. One is the first one where she shows everything and talks about it, and the second one is the one where she shows the Starfinder app and where it should be in the sky, and there's like even better pictures and videos that she gets of it. So I'm going to show those both right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think it is?
Okay, y'all. Hear me out. I have been someone that has a telescope and has watched the stars for a very long time. And I have seen Venus, I have seen Saturn, I have seen Jupiter. I know what they look like. So tonight I saw this really bright star in the sky, and I know that the planets are going to be aligned at some point to where we can see them. So I look and I'm thinking it's Jupiter, but it's in an odd spot. When I pull it up in my telescope, it is not Jupiter. It is this sparkling orb that is moving and dancing, and I immediately run inside, grab my phone, and I pull my star map app up. When I pull it up and I focus over there, nothing's there. Then it glitches and Venus pops up. And I'm like, I know what Venus looks like, and Venus doesn't twinkle like this. I've never seen this before. So I used my phone, zoomed in all the way, and you tell me what you see, because you're going to watch a video and then you're going to watch the still pictures that I took from that video.
What? What is this thing? Looks like a worm. Are there worms in space? Good people of Earth that know, please tell us in the comment section. What could this be? Well, I think I could stick with the answer that this could be a worm in space, or something that shapeshifts. Yeah, a worm shifting.
So now that you
A worm
watched it,
shape shifting.
what did you see? Because they're trying to tell me that's Venus, and I don't think that's Venus. I have proof! So I took a screenshot of my star map because I can see the moon tonight. Venus is supposed to be like closer to the moon. It is not Venus. It is not showing up on my star map. Venus isn't even on the photo until I move more southwardly. So boo-hoo to the people that didn't believe me. Hold on just a second. This is what I'm seeing right now. I do have my telescope out. It is showing something very different. Venus is up here. Whenever I look at my star map, Venus is over here a little bit more. But wait till you see the stills that I just caught tonight. I'm so excited to show you. Okay, so the first photo I'm showing you is what I took at like 6:15, and it's of the moon, and you can see Venus pretty close to where the moon's at. So I'm going to show you that right now. So the little dot that you saw was Venus that was closer to the moon. So now here's a photo of whatever it is that's in the sky that is not Venus. So now here's the star map showing that it is not Venus. And now I'm going to show you the footage of what I got tonight. There was not so many dark dots, but like I said, it's up for interpretation. Whatever you guys see, I would love to see it and hear it. And yeah, I'm just happy I'm not crazy.
Okay, check this out. This is Tina. She's a long-haired black-tailed dwarf porcupine, and she's prehensile, which means she can hold herself up by her tail. And you can see we have that pole in the middle because she'll reach out. We'll see if she'll do it. Come on, put the tail out. Here, let me zoom out. Hey, baby girl. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna settle for that now? Instead of my goodies? Oh, now. Come on, what's that? What's it? There she goes. Look at her reach. Isn't that cool? Okay, you can take it. You can take it. There you go. She loves Cheerios. Okay, here's another one. But see how she's using her tail to hang off the edge? Another one, hang on.
We need to talk about how much toothpaste you need depending on your age or the age of your children. A study by the Centers for Disease Control has shown that 40% of people use an excessive amount of toothpaste. So here is the right amount for your age. From the time the teeth erupt to the age of 3 or until your child can spit out on their own, so you want to use the size of a grain of rice or about that much. And on the toothbrush, it's just a smear. For ages 3 and older, you want to use a pea-sized amount of toothpaste, which looks like that. And this is what it's going to look like on your toothbrush. And the amount that they usually show on commercials, which is what, that much, is a hell no.
So doctors were apparently able to prove recently that people with aphantasia are physically wired differently in the brain. And for those who don't know, aphantasia is when you can't visualize something in your mind, and only about 1 in every 100 people have it. So for example, if I show you a picture of like this crouton, right? This is a crouton, and then I take it away, and we wait a couple seconds, and then I ask you to visualize that exact crouton in your mind. 1 in every 100 people cannot see that crouton. I can see it. It's right here. But you can't if you're 1 in 100. They took people with aphantasia and a control group of neurotypicals and put them in an MRI machine and checked their brainwaves as they had them look at images and recall them. And they found that neurotypicals were experiencing similar brain patterns when looking at the image and then recalling the image. Aphantasics were having brain activity when trying to recall it, but it was different or it was slightly less in some way. They also ran an additional test where they had everyone visualize something on the side of their field of view. And what came about was aphantasic's brain pattern would occur on the same side that they visualized it on. But neurotypicals had it on the opposite side. Being able to record physical evidence of the differences occurring is an amazing first step to furthering our understanding of how our brains work.
I don't care what anybody says, marriage is truly the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. I have a forever companion to do all the things with, whether that is going to Dollar General for dates, going on random car rides, sitting and rotting on the couch, watching TV, eating takeout together. You have a constant buddy that you can talk shit with. If you have a partner who is your ride or die, you get to laugh with them constantly. They get to be your shoulder to cry on when you're going through hard times. I'm telling you what, marriage is so much fun when it's with the right person. If I did this shit with anybody else, I'd be miserable, and I'm gonna tell you that right now. I know that for a fact. And I know that there are people out there that realize that they marry the wrong person when it's too late. If you marry the right person, you have the best damn time. And I've been with my husband almost 12 years, and it still feels like I just started dating him. But at the same time, it also feels like I've been with him for 50 years. Marriage is pretty damn great when it's with the right person.
How many people do you get to try on in your life? 5. If you're lucky. If you're attractive and fortunate, you get 5 cracks at the piñata. 5 isn't very many. And people think, well, there's plenty of fish in the sea. It's like, that doesn't mean they're going to swarm around you, buddy. Right? And maybe it's even worse for women because their time frame is very short. You know, like if a woman isn't in a relationship, family relationship by 30, then it's starting to get pretty damn rough. And that's almost independent of how attractive she is. It's like, you don't have much time. Better get yourself prepared.
When you say pretty damn rough, what do you mean?
Well,
to find a mate or to have a child? Or...
Both. Well, we know now that at the present time in the West, half of women 30 and younger don't have a child. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, we also know that couples 30, 1 in 3 couples at 30 already have trouble conceiving. And that definition of trouble is 1 year of attempt with no success. Okay. So fertility goes off a cliff at 35. So 30, you're pushing your luck at 30. At 35, you are seriously pushing your luck.
What? That's quite scary. Look at this. What is this? Are there people inside this thing? Is this a drone or what's up? What's the other thing next to it? Is that a person? Is that some guy doing some somersault in thin air? Looks like he's elevating. What's up? Whoa, my God.